of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good evening, Honorable City Council members, Mayor, City Treasurer, Deputy Clerk, our City Attorney, Chief of Staff, and the administrative staff that may be here in the audience, and to all of our visitors that are here with us this evening, as well as those who's viewing tonight's broadcast via our YouTube Live or our cable channel. Welcome to the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting, and today's date is Monday, November 25th, 2025. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so under the public comment portion of the agenda. Please fill out a request to speak public comment card, which is located on the back table, and after completing it, hand it to our deputy clerk. And at this time, we will have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo? Here. Councilman Bullock?
Here.
Councilman Jones?
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe? Here. Councilwoman Talley?
Here.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Here.
And Councilman Wilhite?
Here.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum for
Thank
tonight's
you, Madam
meeting.
Clerk.
Our agenda, tonight's regular meeting agenda reads as follows. Number 1, agenda, 2 minutes, 3 petitioner, 4 chairperson's report, 5 mayor's report, 6 clerk's report, 7 treasurer's report, 8 public comment, 9 unfinished business, 10 new business, 11 warrant, 12 communication, and number 13 adjournment. And a motion will be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Mr. Jones, for the approval of the regular meeting agenda. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhite?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. Number 2, minutes. Agenda item 2A for approval are the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, November 10th, 2025 at 7:30 p.m.
Madam Chairman, I'm going to move that we approve the minutes from the regular council meeting that was held on Monday, November the 10th at 7:30.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo, for the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, November 10th, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhite?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. There were no special meetings held on Monday, November the 10th. That takes us to number 3, petitioner, which we do not have any petitioners this evening. And number 4 is the chairperson's report. Mayor Pro Tem Tina Talley.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. First of all, I just want to say this is very overwhelming and a little humbling. So I just want to thank the people that supported me during this campaign. I want to thank the people I ran with during the campaign. I just want to thank the residents of Romulus. One of the things I first said when I first got elected back in 2017 is that I'm a public servant for the people, I'm a servant of the Lord first and a public servant for the people of Romulus who put me in this office. So thank you. I'm humbled by it, and I just want to do the best job I can do. My goal is to make sure everybody in the city of Romulus feels represented. Not saying I'm going to hit that goal all the time, but that's my goal. So thank you for this opportunity. And I do have a couple of acknowledgements I'd like to make, but I actually right now want to open it up to the council, our new council. If anybody have any words they want to speak, congratulations to everybody who was elected on here today. I would just like to open it up if anybody has any words under this report. Mark?
Yes, I'd just like to thank all the residents that came out that supported me, but mostly I would like to thank the residents that came out to vote. It's very important for us at every level, and I'm very humbled being here, and I'm happy to be here. Can't wait. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I would also would like to thank all the people that supported me during this campaign, and matter of fact, support all our council, because right now, we are the team. So we are one. So I'd just like to thank everyone for that, and that we continue to work and do our job.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Jones.
Madam Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
if I could, I would like to thank the people that put me back here for my 15th term. This is a very humbling experience, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Ms. Celeste?
Yes, I'd like to thank the community and the residents and everyone who put up with all of our campaigning these last few months. I really appreciate all your support, and I appreciate being back here to serve the community of Romulus. And it's really good to be done with the campaigning and get down to work. And we have a good group here, and we look for good things to happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone that came out and voted and supported me through all this. Thank you guys for the guidance and everything. Going through this is my first time, so needed a lot of help and a lot of learning process. I'm very excited to get going and to do this together and keep the city moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Yes, I'd like to thank those that came out and voted. Unfortunately, I was unable to campaign this year due to my disability, and it was nice to see that the people did still come out and support. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Abdul. Thank you, everybody, for your input. I just want to jump into some announcements. Who? Did you want to do it now?
Sure. Yeah, we
Sure,
can.
okay.
We can, just under your report,
Okay.
Madam Chair.
Thank
And
you.
so we're glad to start another term. This is the 5th term as city clerk. It's an honor to be the city clerk here in Romulus and to serve the residents. And also, I'm looking forward to working with all of you, this new body, legislative body. I'm very, very excited, and just a lot of positive things, a lot of good things ahead here in Romulus. And again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I just want to thank everybody, and I'm looking forward to the next 4 years. And I love working with the city of Romulus, the community, the people here. I really value and love my job, and I thank you for allowing me to serve you. So thank you,
Amen.
and I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to working with all of you. So
Amen.
thank you.
Thank you. Through the chair, I was going to wait to say something to my report, but since everybody's doing it, I'll get right to it. First, congratulations and thank you for stepping up and trying to serve our community. We can't do anything without the terrific people of the city stepping up and continue to be involved. And I believe it's the first time in the city of Romulus's history you've had the mayor, the clerk, and the treasurer all run unopposed. And we had a highly contested council office. And then that shows you we're on the right track. We're doing a lot of good things, and a lot of people want to be involved with the transition of this great community. So excited to work with everybody here. And I think that we ran a very tight campaign. And I am glad to see the campaign literature that comes on social media and all the things that were coming through the mail and the constant notifications, and most of all the election signs are up. Or they're all gone, rather. So it was a great campaign. It's great to see people want to be involved, and I'm looking forward to what this body does for our community. As I look up here and I see everybody sitting together, it shows a reflection of this community. It's a very diverse group, and it's very representative of our community. So the taxpayers got it right, and I think this is a great council. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do and working with you in the future.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mayor. And I just want to acknowledge Jeff Kotlerich. Thank you for your run as well. You know, it takes a lot to get out there and run for office. It's a lot of hard work. So thank you for running. Just want to acknowledge Jeff out there too, because he was out there working with us as well. And just some acknowledgments and some announcements, if I could indulge me for a minute. Just in the spirit of Mr. Barton, I got to throw this out here. The mayor invited me to the McDonald's on Merriman. They were doing a turkey giveaway. So when we got up there, we met the owners, the throwers, Jim and Marla Thrower. So when I was talking to Jim, her husband, Marla Thrower, Jim was like, oh, I used to play with the Detroit Lions. I'm like, oh, really? So I just wanted to throw that out there in the spirit of Mr. Barton. Mr. Barton, we miss you, but got to meet Jim Thrower. Him and his wife Marla owns the McDonald's. They own many McDonald's from what I was told, but they own the one on Merriman, and they also own one that's in the airport. And do I got that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was a former Detroit Lions, he played, so that's for you, Mr. Barton. Next, I would like to acknowledge that we had some swearing-ins this past Friday, so I would just like to do some acknowledgements of some of our new officers. We have 4 officers: Samantha, if I say it wrong, please forgive me, Berlick, Logan Northrup, Jeremiah Proctor, and Jake Wallach, who are new. Welcome to the city of Romulus. Thank you for your service here. And then we have some promotions. We had Christopher Kosowski and Brian Perkins to sergeants and Matthew Reese to lieutenants. So congratulations and good job, as our police department is just building up. It's just exciting time. So it was a great swearing in. It was packed in here. I couldn't believe how packed it was in here. It was just awesome. So great job, and just a shout to our chief, police chief in Romulus. I would like to acknowledge a couple of residents had sent us some thank you letters to the city. I just want to thank the clerk and their office. They do a great job keeping up with all the resolutions we bombard you with, and I had a couple of people who just wanted to say thank you. Well, just one who wanted to say thank you, and this is from Latrell Charles, Lady Latrell Charles, Pastor Jesse James Charles' wife. And she said, "Thank you to the city of Romulus and appreciate of your birthday resolution, and congratulations. To Mayor McCray and the honorable council members of the city of Romulus, on behalf of Realistic Ministries and Pastor Jesse James Charles, we wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude and thanks for the beautiful birthday resolution presented during our 10th church anniversary celebration and Pastor Charles' 76th birthday. And we want to thank you for allowing Councilwoman Tina Talley for her thoughtful presentation and honor us for such a wonderful gift. It was truly an honor to have the resolution and our milestone celebration. The resolution stands as a cherished recognition, and it will be remembered with warmth and appreciation for years to come. Thank you again for your kindness, your support, and being part of our celebration. With heartfelt thanks, Realistic Ministries Christian National Church, Pastor Jesse James Charles, and First Lady Latrell Charles. Thank you for your work. And then I just want to shout out to Miss Evelyn Parker. We have a great building director, Jeff Kemp. I bug him a lot about residents that call me with different things that's going on in their homes, and this resident actually wrote a letter to say thank you. Her name is Evelyn Parker. She has some issues with her home. She's an older lady, but her daughter reached out to get some help with some damage that her mom's home experienced during one of those flooding when we had so much rain. But she wanted to say thank you to the city of Romulus for the work that they did in trying to resolve the issue. So I just want to shout out to Jeff Kemp, because he does an amazing job for our city and all our departments. So thank you for that. Next, I got a chance, and our treasurer, Stacy Page, touched on this at the last meeting. We have some dynamic talent in the city of Romulus. So we had the Daughters of the Domino. I went to a showing, I think Ms. Abdo went on Friday, I went on Sunday, and we have Jesse McAnally and Miranda Moffitt. This was such a group movie and production. If it comes back, I pray that they bring it back. It is definitely worth seeing. I want to shout out to John Thee, who, what is it, Hook and Ladder, opening up this theater here in our city, y'all. That is some exciting stuff. When I walked in there, I was just like, wow. I was just so wow. So thank you, John Thee, for putting it back in our city. The theater is amazing. I'm looking forward to the many things that's going to come out of that theater. And this just, to me, just things that's happening in our city, Mayor, just the good stuff that's happening in our city. We keep building up, building on, and just pray that we'll continue to build on these things. But that theater is amazing. John Thee, thank you for all your work with that. It's just truly amazing. And I want to shout out to the McAnallys, the Moffitts, for their children who are just talented, homegrown Romulus. So thank you. It was just a great production, and it was a great time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my report, so I get to say this stuff. The PD is having an annual Tea Days, their Thanksgiving celebration. They're giving out about 50 baskets tomorrow. So if you just want to stop by and say hi and just give them support, they are servicing 50 families tomorrow at the senior center. The families are already set. We put out the notice for people to sign up. So the families are set, but if you just want to go by and just give them some well wishes for the work they did. They went from 15 families last year to 50 families this year, so that's just phenomenal. So thank you, PD, for your annual work with the Thanksgiving. And not just PD, it's all across our city. People are doing stuff all across our city for Thanksgiving and trying to help people. It's a wonderful time of the year, but then it's a not so wonderful time of the year for a lot of people. So some people are struggling. If it's not death or loss, resources. So I love the way our city just comes together to help. So just shout out, thanks to everybody who put those resources out there for people to take advantage of, because we need it, because it's some trying times right now. So thank you, Romulus Police Department, for what you do there. And then I think that will be all for me. I just want to wish everybody peace on earth and goodwill towards men as we are coming into the holiday season. And I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Through the chair,
Yes.
can I ask for a memorial resolution for Dennis Davison, and then I
Thank
have a
you.
few words,
Well, he
please?
did pass. He passed?
Yes,
Was that today?
When?
Yes.
yes, he passed on Friday, November 21st.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion for resolution for Dennis Davison.
I'll
Support.
support.
Okay.
We all support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Abdo for the memorial resolution for Dennis Davison. Discussions? Stacy?
Thank you. I've known Dennis for quite some time, worked with him. He had several roles here in the city of Romulus. He also worked with Eric Sabree at Wayne County. He was a veteran. He was a friend. Loved Dennis. I know he's at peace, but he's going to be missed.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Madam Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
if I could expand on it. I first met Dennis Davison in 1974. He worked in the ordnance department. Bill Oakley hired him. I was with the sheriff's department, and over the next 50 years, we became friends, good friends, in fact. He helped me in some of my campaigns. He helped me with my bowl-a-thons at the bowling alley for the animal shelter. And Dennis could talk. He could talk. He should have been on television, but he wasn't. And he served in the armed forces. He was in the armed forces radio. He was in Germany. I left there in '65, and he came there in '66. And he was a good person. A darn good person, and rest in peace, Dennis. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chair? Oh.
Mayor?
Through the chair, thank you. Yeah, definitely, one of a kind, Dennis Davidson was a great man of the community, always had passion for this community. And a lot of things that people aren't aware of is the amount of work he did, because he was, always a fan of our schools. And the schools weren't even aware of this fact, but when they needed new scoreboards at the football field and the baseball field, Dennis did a lot of work to secure donations to make sure that those were all installed at no charge. But he wouldn't run around and tell anybody what he had done. He just knew it was something he had to get done, so he took care of it. So he will be missed, and Dennis was definitely a great guy. And he was at peace when he went, too, because he had to make several phone calls to let people know how he felt and where he was at. And I think we should all be blessed to be able to be in that state of mind at that time in our life when we're thinking about others and our relationship with them and making phone calls. And he sounded like he was really in a good place. So rest in peace, Dennis. You will be missed.
I've got one more comment. I didn't realize that he had passed, but I remember him sitting there, and he would get up and give them, when the mayor's thing, he'd tell you what's going on. And he called me about a month ago, and he says, "Bill, always remember me for one thing." And I said, "What, Dennis?" "I was fired 3 times from this city." And he says, "I think that's a record." I don't know.
And let's not forget, he was Person of the Year as well.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, I just also want to comment on Dennis, and he was a friend. And, we have our Reach Across America program, and when, that project had started, we needed to identify the veterans in our cemetery, and Dennis was part of that. I mean, we set him up, and so we went through all the records, and Dennis actually entered all of the records for veterans that are buried in our cemetery into our database, so that we can have, a more accurate database for the Wreaths Across America program, and we see how it's grown. But he was very passionate about that program. So I wanted, he will be missed. Also, he helped us with elections. He worked in elections. He used to drive Stacy, and I said driving Miss Daisy. His sense of humor, everything he was involved in, and Stacy and I had a chance to go visit with him about a month ago, and he was just so alert. He knew what was going on, and as the mayor stated, he went in peace. He went out his way, and so, for that, not many people can kind of go out on their own terms, leave this world on their own terms. So I really believe he was at peace as well, and he was a good man and will be sorely missed.
Absolutely. Anybody else? Well, I got to throw my dig in. When I first ran in 2017, I was talking about when he jumped into something, he puts both feet in, and he was very instrumental when I first ran for council back in 2017. So, yeah, and I did get to talk to him. It was about a month ago, and he was talking about, he was at peace when it's time. I said, well, I ain't in peace with it. I keep hope alive until there's no hope to keep alive no more. So even though he was at peace at the prospect, I was like, well, I'm keeping hope alive until there's no hope to keep alive anymore. So, but I do appreciate his friendship. Again, he helped me so much when I first ran for council. So, as everybody said, he will be sorely missed. So, on that note, if no one has anything else, and just really quick, I do want to do a couple of shout out to some churches. The Methodist Church did a great service last Sunday. Thank you, Ellen, for pinch hitting and stepping in for their service last week. It was a great service. So I want to just thank you for that. And then I got to visit Rise Church. They're in their new building. They've been there for a little while, but I just got an opportunity to go visit them this past Sunday, and they're doing really good over there, and the church is looking really good. It used to be an auto store, so now it's a church, and it's looking really, really good. So shout out to Rise Church and to the Methodist Church. I got to visit them over the last few weeks. So, and that's my report.
I think we have to vote on the resolution.
On the what? Oh, I'm sorry. See, I'm learning. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved. Thank you. Now I'm done with the report.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Jones, to accept the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Takes us to number 5, the mayor's report.
Thank you. Good evening to our new city council, our newly elected city council, Madam Treasurer, Clerk, Deputy Clerk, those in the audience here today, and also those tuning in at home. I'd like to draw your attention to the monitor for a quick announcement from the Mayor's Office, Ms. Vanessa Tolliver.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Tolliver, and here are some events happening in Romulus. On Friday, December 5th, as we officially light the city Christmas tree in our district to kick off the holiday season. The event will begin at 5 p.m. with the kids' activity tent, food, hot chocolate, holiday vendors, hay rides, Christmas carolers, petting zoo, pictures with Santa, and other surprises. Also that evening, we will be collecting non-perishable food items to stuff the bus for Romulus. Help us fill up the holiday bus to benefit Helping Hands Food Bank. Join the Romulus Recreation Department for a magical morning of quality time with Santa at Breakfast with Santa. The event will take place on Saturday, December 13th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Romulus Athletic Center. The cost is $15 per child and includes breakfast, story time, photo with Santa, and special holiday crafts. Adults may also enjoy breakfast for $5 each. Tickets are limited and this event will sell out. This year, Romulus will once again participate in Reefs Across America. The ceremony will take place on Saturday, December 13th at 12 p.m. at the Romulus Memorial Cemetery. Volunteers are also needed following the ceremony to help present a wreath to the graves of all the veterans within the cemetery. Thanks everyone, and remember to like and share us on Facebook and YouTube, and visit our website for more information. As a reminder, city offices will be closed this upcoming Thursday and Friday to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. Have yourself a cozy evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Vanessa. As always, great job. Just a couple housekeeping things from my office. First and foremost, I want to wish everybody here a happy Thanksgiving, and those that are home today, all of our Romulus residents, a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you spend the time with family and in a good company. I also want to thank everybody who volunteered to make our turkey trot another success this year. Once again, I think they broke a record for the most attendance. Everybody that came out and had a great time, supported local business, and they all raised money for No Child Without a Christmas and the Good Fellows. So it was a great event to see. And lastly, at our last council meeting, I had something come up from a resident, and I wanted to address those issues. You know, public safety is always going to be a very big concern of ours. We want to make sure we're looking into some of those things. There's a lot of misinformation that was given, so I want to make sure that everybody knew what the facts were, and I could share some data, as this is a pending investigation still, so we can't share all of the information. But first, it was talked about that Judge Patton at 34th District Court didn't charge either of these individuals who were who came before. She did charge one. One of them is being held right now on a $500,000 cash bond. The other one, the decision not to prosecute, came through Wayne County's prosecutor. We also reached out to the Wayne County's prosecutor's office to find out what, because our police officers had done the investigation and presented the Wayne County prosecutor with the information. They were the ones that decided who to prosecute and who not to prosecute. So that stands before Wayne County. We also had Wayne County prosecutor representatives reach out to the residents as well as the family members to explain their strategies for their actions. Again, because of the ongoing investigation, I can't give a lot of the information out. I just wanted to make sure that everybody here understood, because the information was put out there that Judge Patton didn't charge them and she was unaware of the law because she was new. That's completely false. I want to make sure everybody understands that one. There was also, we also reached out to the prosecutor because, like I said, Romulus Police was not happy with the decision, but once they heard Wayne County prosecutors' reason for the decisioning, they understood their strategy and were fully supportive of Wayne County prosecutor on this one. Also, there was information discussed that Romulus PD did not openly discuss some of the information. That was also false. After talking to Chief Finance, he had spoken to elected officials as well as residents about those issues and what he could discuss. So that information was shared and transparent. Lastly, the issue came up, a public notification. That's always a tricky thing, but I want to be clear that that decision to do a public notification will come through my office. I will lean heavily on PD. I trust our PD to do their jobs, and when they are done doing their jobs, they call with the debrief, and they're always open and sharing information as they can. If we thought the public was in danger at any time, we would have done a public notification. But a lot of times that can have a reverse and a negative impact on ongoing investigation. So some information we can let out, some that we can't. But what we don't, but I am confident during both of these issues that were brought up at our last council meeting, Romulus PD was fully involved in the investigation, knew who the bad guys were, had some of them in custody, and some were apprehended soon after that. So I'm not going to impede an ongoing police investigation just to share information on social media when we don't feel there's immediate public danger to our residents. So just wanted to clarify those things right there, and that will conclude my report for this evening.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor McCrate. Number 6 is the clerk's report, and I do have several action items. Before we get into those action items, I'd like to ask if council would adopt a resolution of recognition for Sandy Tinney. She's retiring from the Recreation Commission, and as many, I don't have the total number of years that she's served, but it's been for many years. So received a note that she is finally retiring
So
from the
moved,
Recreation
Madam
Commission.
Chairman.
Okay.
Support.
And what type of resolution is this for?
It's a resolution of recognition for years of
recognition.
service.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
been on there for-
All righty, so it's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo for the resolution of recognition of the retirement of Ms. Sandy Tenney. Did anybody have comments? Good, okay. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. And then another announcement, I don't know how many of you may have knew this person, Kathleen Trent. She worked for the city for a number of years, and I think it was, I don't know if she's chief of staff or communication, but and then later she moved to Taylor, went back to Taylor, city of Taylor, but she passed away today. We just got word of that. I do not have details, but I will be sure to pass that on once I have that information.
So Kathleen Trent,
Kathleen Trent, yes.
can we get a motion?
No, I
Oh, we
want to
don't
wait.
need a motion?
No, I just want to just
Acknowledge.
make you aware of that. She did pass away. Once we have more information, we'll present that to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. With that, my action items are as follows. 6A, scheduling of a regular meeting of council. So in accordance with Section 6.4 of the Romulus City Charter, the council shall meet not less than 2 times each month in the council chambers in the city of Romulus at times and dates to be determined by the council at the first meeting thereof after each general city election. If any time set for the holding of a regular meeting of the council shall fall on a legal holiday, then such regular meeting shall be held at the same time and place on the next secular day, which is not a holiday. And again, this is in accordance with our Romulus City Charter, Section 6.4. Therefore, it is recommended that council adopt a resolution to hold its regular meetings on the second and fourth Mondays of each month at 7:30 p.m. and approve the attached the 2026 regular city council meeting calendar.
Madam Chairman, I'm going to move on that in accordance with Section 6.4 of the city charter, that we recommend that council adopt a resolution that's going to hold the regular meetings on the second and the fourth Monday of each month at 7:30.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for council to adopt a resolution to hold its regular meetings on the second and fourth Mondays of each month at 7:30 p.m. and approve the attached 2026 regular city council meeting calendar. Any discussion? Hearing none, Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. 6B, in compliance with Chapter 6, Section 6.9 of the Romulus City Charter, it is recommended that council adopt a resolution establishing Robert's Rules of Order as its governing parliamentary procedure.
Madam Chair, I move that in compliance with Chapter 6, Section 6.9 of the Romulus City Charter, it is recommended that the council adopt a resolution establishing Robert's Rules of Order as its governing preliminary procedure.
Support.
Is motion by Mr. Jones, supported by Ms. Abdo, in compliance with Chapter 6, Section 6.9 of the Romulus City Charter, that recommended that council adopt a resolution establishing Robert's Rules of Order as its governing parliamentary procedure. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. 6C, selection of a chair pro tem. It is necessary for the council to select a chair, which is a chairman pro tem, in accordance with Chapter 6, Section 6.3, subsection C of the Romulus City Charter, which states as follows: this council shall also elect a chairman pro tem who shall preside over the meetings of the council in the absence of the chairman of the council and in the event of a vacancy occurring in the office of the chairman of the council or chairman pro tem. The council shall elect from its membership to fill such vacancies.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Jones.
I'd like to move that it is necessary for the council to select a chair pro tem in accordance with Chapter 6, Section 6.3C of the Romulus City Charter. The council shall also elect a chair pro tem who shall preside over the meetings of the council in the absence of the chairman of the council, and in the event of a vacancy occurring in the office of the chairman of the council or chair pro tem, the council shall elect from its membership to fill such vacancy.
Who's that person?
You have to name
You
them.
gotta name
Oh.
that person.
Celeste Roscoe.
Support.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Mr. Jones, supported by Ms. Abdo for the selection of Chair Pro Tem Celeste Roscoe as outlined in accordance with Chapter 6, Section 6.3 as stated, as previously stated. Can I leave it at that, Madam?
Yeah. Roll call vote.
Mr. Jones? Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry, any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. 6D, in accordance with Section 5.5 of the Romulus City Charter, I, Ellen Craig Bragg, City Clerk, respectfully request that City Council acknowledge and affirm the appointment of Dejan Hockenhall as the Deputy Clerk. Mr. Hockenhall shall possess all powers and authority granted to the City Clerk and shall perform all associated duties under the direction and supervision of the clerk.
Madam Chair, I'll make that motion. In accordance with Section 5.5 of the Romulus City Charter, I respectfully request that the City Council acknowledge and affirm the appointment of Deshaun Hockenhall as Deputy Clerk. Mr. Hockenhall shall possess all powers and authority granted to the City Clerk and shall perform all associated duties under the direction and supervision of the clerk.
Support.
Motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Jones, for the appointment of Deputy Clerk Dejan Hockenhall as Deputy Clerk with all the powers and authority granted to him as Deputy Clerk by the City Clerk and should perform all associated duties under the direction and supervision of the clerk. Any discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. Agenda item 6E, this is a study session request. City Treasurer Stacy Page is requesting a 30-minute study session for Monday, December 8th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. to review a presentation from Cantella Capital Group for the purpose of considering their addition to the city's approved list of depositories in which city funds may be deposited.
Madam Chair, I'll make that motion
Okay.
for a study session requested by Treasurer Page for Monday, December 8th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. to review a presentation from Catella Capital Group for the purpose of considering their addition to the city's approved list of depositories in which city funds may be deposited.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Jones, for a 30-minute study session for Monday, December 8th at 5:30 p.m. to review a presentation from Cantella Capital Group for the purpose of considering their addition to the city's approved list of depositories in which city funds may be deposited. Any discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. 6F is a study session request. The clerk's office is requesting a 1-hour study session for Monday, December 22nd, 2025 at 6:15 to discuss the council vacancy procedure ordinance.
Through the chair, I'll make that motion to request a 1-hour study session for Monday, December 22nd, 2025 at 6:15 to discuss the council vacancy procedure ordinance.
Support.
Motion by Ms. Abdo, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, for the 1-hour study session for Monday, December 22nd, 2025 at 6:15 PM to discuss the council vacancy procedure ordinance. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. And the last action item under the clerk's report, another study session request. The clerk's office is requesting a 1-hour and 15-minute study session for Monday, January 12, 2026 at 6:00 PM to discuss the creation of bylaws for the city council and amendments to the regular meeting agenda and rules.
Madam Chair, I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
For the request from the clerk's office is requesting a 1-hour and 15-minute study session for Monday, January 12th, 2026 at 6 PM to discuss the creation of bylaws for the city council and amendments to the regular meeting agenda rules.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Abdo, for the 1-hour and 15-minute study session for Monday, January 12th, 2026 at 6 PM to discuss the creation of bylaws for the city council and amendments to regular meeting agenda and rules. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. That concludes the clerk's report. 7 is the treasurer's report.
Good evening and thank you. The first item under my report is a appointment for deputy treasurer. I respectfully request the council's acknowledgement of the appointment of Tracy Leininger as deputy city treasurer. In this role, she will assume all powers and authority of the city treasurer and will carry out all related duties under the direction and oversight of the treasurer.
Through the chair, I'll make that motion to acknowledge the appointment of Tracy Langer as the deputy city treasurer.
Support.
Been motion by Ms. Abdo, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, for the acknowledgement of the appointment of Tracy Leininger as the deputy city clerk, and with all the powers and authority of the city treasurer, she will assume all the powers and authority of the city treasurer and will carry out all related duties under the direction and oversight of the treasurer. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. I'd also like to remind taxpayers that the bills were sent to the printer. They will be mailed out later this week, and they should receive their bills on December 1st. And then finally, I attended, as well as Ron, one of my employees, the 9th Veterans Resource Fair. I talked a little bit about this last council meeting. And I want to thank Wayne County Treasurer Eric Spree for providing an event that was focused on providing multiple resources and information for our veterans. I've attended many of these, and it was phenomenal. There had to have been over 300 veterans down there. Every seat was taken, and they had a keynote speaker. She was fabulous. There was a panel for question and answer and discussion. Lunch was provided. So many resources. I brought lots of information back. So of course, I want to say to our veterans, if you need any help, you have any questions, I have those resources in my office. We're there for you and want to be able to provide that information to you. Because I believe a lot of our veterans don't even know that this information's available or might not have those contact numbers. So please do not hesitate to reach out to me to get that information. And then finally, I would like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And that is it under my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stacy.
Number 8 is public comment, and this is the portion of the agenda for those who are in the audience. And if you would like to speak to city council, please know that the rules to address the city council can be found on the back of your meeting agenda. To address city council, raise your hand, and after you've been acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. Note that members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. You will have 3 minutes to speak, and any additional time will be upon the consent of the chairperson. Further note that any comments or responses from the city council will be made under unfinished business item, unfinished business, which is listed on the agenda, which that would be number 9. So if you have questions, just finish your comments after your 3 minutes. Then any response that is necessary from the city council, again, will be under agenda number 9, unfinished business. Madam Chair, I do have one written request
Thank
for
you.
Jeff Kotlerick.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Long time no see. I wore this sweatshirt for Mr. Barb.
Okay.
So I just want to let you know I wore that tonight. The reason I'm up here tonight, I just want to congratulate you all for winning. I'm really glad you guys are up there. Ms. Abdo, your supporters and your tenacity proves that your vision that you have and your supporters, everybody else, it proves that, that everybody supports you for that. And I commend you for that. Ms. Roscoe and Mr. Wadsworth, your history and your service for our city proves that you really want to be here, and you really want to support these citizens, and it's just unbelievable, and I'm glad you two are here as well.
Thank you, Jeff.
Mr. Bullock, bringing your businesses to the city shows that you have great commitment for our city, and I'm glad that you're on the council as well. Mr. Jones, with all your support with the school system and all the athletics that you have done, please continue to be a voice for this entire city, because you know everybody. Mr. Wilhide, I'm glad you finally got around to it. Remember, you told us you got a little around to it. Well, I'm glad you got around to it, sir, and with all your work on committees and with the fire department and all that stuff, I'm positive that you'll do a great job. And lastly, Ms. Talley, I just have really one question for you. Have you gotten any sleep yet? Have you taken a nap yet? I think you should change your name to Tina Go Talley, because you were the person, even though I had some difficulties with a messed up foot and everything else, you were just like, go. And it spurred me. So lastly, I just want to say thank you for giving me a chance to run with y'all. I was glad I was able to do it. And the main reason I ran was twofold, was to help this community and to be a supporter. But number 2 was to make sure that there is the vacancy issue that we had will be addressed. And I just heard we're going to have that and that needs to be fixed. Because it just didn't work out well. For Mr. Jones, it did, but it just needs to be fixed. And I hope you guys come to a resolution. So I look forward to the successes of this council. I look forward to the success of this city, and I'm glad I had a chance to run. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kotlerick.
Thanks, Jeff.
Kotlerick.
That was the only written request.
Thank you. Anyone from the audience? Yeah, come on up, and if you could state your name.
Good evening. My name is Sam Miller. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Phenomenal. Myself, I'm a firefighter, EMT, pilot, man of quite a few hats. I've been quite a few places around the world. I got here in Romulus in 2018. Nowhere like it. I love it. I brag about this place everywhere I go. So much so that I gave it the nickname Pleasantville, because it always seemed like everybody was so nice to everybody. And it was just something different. It was a breath of fresh air. Raising my family here, I plan on longevity here. My son, 4-year-old, back here, he attends Beyond the Bell preschool. It's in the Romulus Reserves community. Over the summer, the governor came. And FYI, I'm here on my own accord. No one asked me to, but I'm really adamant about protection of the babies, of the youth in general, but especially the babies, no matter where. So this was really on my heart. So over the summer, the governor came by. She gave a lot of props. Her whole team gave a lot of props to that school about how great of a job they're doing. They even asked me to be on the news, interviewed me in regards to my son about how great he's doing at the school. They've been doing a phenomenal job. It's, in my opinion, one of, if not the best preschool that I've encountered. unfortunately, it seems like the housing commission over there, President Dave Thomas, Vice President, whoever else may be involved, they're not too excited about helping the babies. And I, like I've told my lady, even if our son didn't go there and I heard about this, it would still make me feel some type of way. Just seeing the way that the housing committee has been, treating that business since they've opened up. Mind you, these kids, I've seen them in action. These kids don't cause no ruckus. When the parents come in to pick people up, they don't park, in front of other people's houses. Everybody parks on the corner. They stay out of the way. The kids are very respectful, and that business has gotten such a hard time from the housing authority that now they have to move it all the way, deep in Westland, which is way out of our way. Now we have to go all the way to Westland, to pick him up and drop him off. Me and my lady's hands are already very full. We love the school so much, we're going to continue, taking them there. But I just wanted to address this because I feel like that's extremely not fair, and maybe you guys can, do something about it, or just, hear with an open ear. At the end of the day, it should always be about protecting these babies, protecting, the future. At the end of the day, that's something that should never be negated at any point, and from the moment that I found out about that, originally I stayed quiet, but when I realized that they were getting ran out of the community, then I just felt like enough.
You need more time? You need more time?
If I could have a couple more seconds.
Sure.
Thank you. So originally I stayed silent about it, but when I realized they were getting ran out of that community, at that point to me, it was just enough was enough. Like these kids aren't hurting nobody. The governor, her and her team came there and gave them praise, about how great of a job they're doing. But apparently, the Preserve the Romulus, Housing Commission are not in agreement of educating, these babies, and the great job that this business is doing. I'm just very displeased. As I told you guys, I gave Romulus the nickname Pleasantville, but the treatment that I've seen that business get is not so pleasant. This is an anomaly in what I'm used to seeing in Romulus. I'm used to seeing wholesome treatments, a loving environment, everybody, supporting each other. But that is that's something new for me to see, over here, and I'm just not fond of it, So I just wanted you guys to hear it, the school is beyond the bill, and they've been doing a great job with all of these kids, man, like all of these kids, and I just don't feel like it's fair. I don't know the underlying reason why they've been giving that business a hard time, but I do know that business has been running professionally. I know that they've been doing a great job with the kids that are there, and they've been getting a lot of praise, behind it, so I don't feel that it's fair, for that housing committee to be attacking them that way just because, they have, a business operating out of their home for the babies, fully licensed. Everything that was supposed to be done was done, all legalities covered. So I just wanted to, pardon me for going over the time, but this was heavy on my heart, and I usually try and stay quiet, but this needed to be heard.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. So we're going to have any comments on the unfinished business, and if there's no comments there, I'll see you after the meeting, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments from the audience? Ms. Samantha?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Samantha Stewart. First and foremost, Mayor McCray, City Council members, congratulations to my friend John. Also, congratulations to Lacey. I know Stacy and I speak quite some time. The reason I'm here today is because of the babies. My son, my 4-year-old also goes to Beyond the Bill. That's my boyfriend, Sam Miller. And the treatment that we've been getting there from Beyond the Bill is excellent. I've never had an issue, and it would be a grave disappointment for the business to move out of Romulus. We want businesses in Romulus, am I correct? We don't want to chase them out. and I'm not sure of the reasons why, and maybe that's something that someone else can get down to the bottom of, but if the business got that type of praise from the governor, we all need to wonder or scratch our heads, and see why. I don't want to take up too much time with that because he did a great job. The second reason I'm here today is because my other son, Samson Williams, is disabled. He's handicapped. He's in a wheelchair, if all of you can see behind me. And it came to my attention because he's in school and he's in 5th grade, and they recently had renovated their playground, and they renovated it without taking his disability into consideration. He cannot move his wheelchair anywhere near the playground, and I think that's unfair. How do you have a child that's been going to the school since kindergarten and you do not take into consideration the fact that he can also be social with his peers and play on the playground with them? And that's very important for me. I know I did speak to the Parks and Recreation Department last week, and they told me they were renovating the parks in Romulus, but we also got to take into consideration the schools. They all need to be ADA compliant everywhere, not just in the class, not just having a door that opens up for the handicap, but also the playground. I guess everywhere in the school. I haven't really touched the high school or the middle school yet with him, but I guess we'll tackle those problems when we get there. But I just think that these need to be tackled before you get there, because you don't know if another child is going to come behind this one. And that's my spiel for the day. Thank you.
What school?
He goes to Romulus Elementary.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha. Any other comments from the audience? Let's close it out.
Number 9 is unfinished business.
Do you know anything about the school that they talked about, Mayor? I'm not aware.
I had a question, if I,
I'm sorry, Mr. Wadsworth?
are we talking about on city property or on school property with the park? Pardon? Where is the equipment on, school property or our property?
Both.
Okay, because I know we can take care of our property with no problem.
With the Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mayor?
There was a lot of different great topics that you both hit on, and I'm
Yeah.
interested in getting some more details. I have a lot of questions on all of them. You mentioned the Housing Commission. I think that you're talking about an association, but I need more details from you. First and foremost, welcome to the city of Romulus too, and thank you for choosing it. It is a great community. We might have little hiccups or bumps, but we will find a solution to your issue. Not sure what we can do on the HOA. I just have a lot more questions so I can fill in some gaps here, and I'd love to talk to you after the meeting. And we can also make sure you know who to speak to with the school system as well. So,
Thank you, Mayor.
If there's no more unfinished business, number 10 is new business. Number 11 is warrant.
Through the chair, I'd like to make a motion, we pay warrant 25-22 in the following amounts. General Fund, $163,905.16. Major Street Fund, $21,516.30. Local Street Fund, $105,924.48. Public Safety Fund, $25,561.28. Cable TV, $50.60. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $162.78. Street Lighting Fund, $56,760.52. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $113,669.50. Oakwood SAD, $50.43. Tax Increment Finance Authority, $2,641.29. Downtown Development Authority, $1,019.80. Michigan Indigent Defense Fund, $5,174. 911 Service Fund, $684.75. Drug Law Enforcement Fund, $418.46. Law Enforcement Federal, $157,369.50. Library Fund, $4,250.98. Court Building Construction Fund, $14,933.11. Water and Sewer Fund, $346,865.86. Motor Vehicle, $11,097.68. Technology Services, $574.74. Retiree Insurance Benefits, $19,787.15. Revolving Fund, $804. Current Tax, $7,888.18. Impress Payroll Fund, $31,964.36. Delinquent Personal Property Fund, $908.02, totaling all funds, $1,093,932.93.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Mr. Jones for the approval of the warrant 25-22 as presented for $1,093,932.93. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Number 12 is communication.
Real quick, just want to wish everybody Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. If you have some resources to help somebody out there who might need a hand, please do so. But in the meantime, just happy Thanksgiving to everybody and hope you enjoy your holidays. That's it.
Number 13 is adjournment,
So
and the time is
moved.
8:31.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Jones for the approval of the adjournment of this meeting. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, we are adjourned.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you.